Remember when we did our predictions at the beginning of the season? My Super Bowl teams were the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Chiefs beating the Bears. Uh-huh. I might get the Chiefs part right as the winners.
You might. You're right. I can't argue with you there.
Too bad I was just way off about the fucking Bears.
Yeah, you kind of missed that one.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
I remember, did I go like Chiefs and Saints or something?
Yes, I think you did, yes.
So I might get the Chiefs. I might get the Chiefs part right.
Honestly, I don't remember what I chose. I'm pretty sure I chose New Orleans.
I think you... Did you do Raven? No, Texans. I think you did Texans.
Yeah, I might have.
Yeah, I think you did Saints-Texans.
So I think I recall said Chiefs would win, Mahomes would get a Super Bowl, and Drew Brees would retire.
Yeah. So, what's the matchup to watch in the Super Bowl? For me, it's one thing. There's
no running game for Kansas City.
I mean,
number one.
I think Damian Williams is fine.
Which Williams?
Yeah, he's serviceable. He's nothing special, but the Chiefs' offense doesn't rely on anything special. They just rely on doing so many different things that you can't always cover the run.
Derek Williams
in a shady.
No.
Funny thing, absolutely no shady in the championship game.
He's not going to be there?
He didn't play in the AFC game. I don't know what the hell his deal is.
I don't know.
They might be using him for this.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But the matchup to watch is absolutely Nick Bosa and Pat Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. I think the matchup to watch is honestly just the San Francisco defense, because I think Richard Sherman, this is the type of game where he makes an impact typically.
Get my name out your mouth! That Richard Sherman?
Yeah, that would be the same one I'm thinking of. Unfortunately.
Man. Is he the Terrell Owens of defense?
He's got to be pretty fucking close.
That's my quarterback. That's my teammate.
D Ford.
D Ford is good, yes. But I think, without a doubt for me, I'm most interested in seeing how can Nick Bosa contain Pat Mahomes. Because it's going to be his job.
Well, yeah, it's definitely going to be his job. I mean, realistically, Mahomes to me is the story of the entire thing, just because if he plays the game that he can, he's the MVP. That's the only way that I see it happening. But that San Francisco defense, every time it's been counted out, is no joke.
No, you're right. You are absolutely right. But the Chiefs defense stopped Derrick Henry. I hate saying that because they didn't. The fucking Titans offense stopped Derrick Henry. They stopped running Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's true. They their defense couldn't really keep up as much, and that's going to be pretty key here. I do think that the 49ers are more dynamic, which can certainly be more helpful once you're in these title games. The Titans were more of a one or two trick pony, and once there's enough film on that, there's certain things they can pick up on, and I think that Andy Reid is excellent at picking up on those things, and that's why they were able to stop the Titans, because he knew what to look for in their formations, and their play calling tendencies. So I think the 49ers have a chance to not be as predictable. They've got some really good pieces in George Kittle, Debo, Emmanuel Sanders, and the emergence of Raheem Mostert this season, I think makes them a much tougher cookie, shall we say, than the Titans, even with Derrick Henry. There's just you can't just run the ball, unfortunately, for the Titans. And I think that's really going to be interesting to watch. Is we know the 49ers defense is elite. We know the Chiefs offense is elite. So it's their less elite side, the 49ers offense and the Chiefs defense. Which breaks first? Which breaks further?
It's gonna. Oh, are we gonna give predictions now? We're gonna have to give predictions soon.
We can. I have no problem with that.
Honestly, I think you can say all you want about how good the 49ers defense has been and how Mostert has really come on the past couple weeks or the past couple games, showing that he can, in time of need, step in and do the job.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyreek Hill is going to fucking burn that defense. Tyreek Hill is going to be Nero and burn that shit to the ground. In the run game, in the pass game. Fuck, I'd put him at quarterback and let him run the fucking Wildcat because he's going to get right up the middle and he's going to be gone.
Argument can certainly be made. So that's your prediction?
My prediction is close in the first half. Chiefs dominate the second half, and you see at least a 2-touchdown game. Okay. The Super Bowl is going to suck, in my opinion. The second half of the game, I think what we're going to see is like maybe 17-13 49ers going into the half, and then maybe they score another touchdown and the Chiefs put up 4 more. I think you're going to see the 49ers defense get worn down. The 49ers offense can't keep up with the speed that the Chiefs offense can play. They're going to, if the Chiefs can score a couple quick touchdowns, you're going to have a real fucking tired 49ers offense.
I mean, that's my biggest concern. And one, Kansas City doesn't have a lot of defense, but Kansas City has enough defense to, I think, compete against Jimmy Garoppolo, who is less than desirable. He's been bailed out by his running backs, and I don't think that's going to... I think that'll work for, like you were saying, I think it might work for 3 quarters. But this is also a game that I can see getting out of hand, because unless San Francisco's defense can answer the bell each time on Mahomes, we've seen it happen throughout the playoffs. It can get carried away with Mahomes, and he can start going nuts. There's too many weapons available to him. Even if it's not Tyreek Hill, there's other options out there.
There's like 6 different Williamses on that team.
Yeah, but there's
Kelsey.
There's tons of options that he has that people may not look at him as being flashy options, but at the end of the day, they get the job done.
Don't forget Sammy Watkins is on that
And quite
team.
frankly, Andy Reid's been here before, and he didn't blow a huge lead like Shanahan did.
Right.
And arguably, this team is way more talented than the one that he had in Philly when he lost.
Yeah.
And you know that he's going to be hungry for it. I mean, look at him. He's always hungry.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now, I do just want to say... I think it's a different game. I think 49ers have a better chance of winning if there's one player that is on the field. Okay. And that is wide receiver Godwin. Because he grinds it.
Godwin helps. Godwin helps being on the field because he makes it easier for Emmanuel Sanders to be a target as well. Because if they don't have one or the other, teams know that they just need to stop that. And then at that point, you're going to have to run. And Kansas City is not great against the pass, but they're not halfway bad against the run. They can stop that.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's going to be Kansas City. I mean, we're probably all going to be wrong because the Simpsons did predict San Francisco winning a Super Bowl in Miami. So we're probably all wrong, or at least you and I are. I'm just saying, if you go back in the Simpsons vault, there is an episode where the San Francisco 49ers win a Super Bowl in Miami. So just heads up in case it does happen. Simpsons called it. Simpsons did it.
If Godwin is on the field, I think 49ers win. Which is high praise for someone that I don't think is that great of a receiver. Like I said, he's a grinder. Like, he can allow you to slow the game down.
I mean, he does make...
Or he can make those one-play touchdowns.
He makes a lot of difference when he's available.
Mm-hmm.
There's no... There's no argument there.
I've never seen a player that is so. I don't even know what phrase I'm trying to use here. That is so valuable without being a great player. Like, he's a good wide receiver, but he makes such an impact, even being just good.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Does. And I mean, it helps. Like I said, it helps open up a lot more for Jimmy Garoppolo to be successful. So I do agree with you in that sense. It's just I don't think it's going to be enough.
Well, he's not even going to be playing.
Well, even if he was, I'm just saying I don't know that it'd be enough.
Right, gotcha. But
my Kansas City, I'm not going to say 2 touchdowns, but I'm going to say at least 10.
Chiefs 41-24. That's my prediction.
Well, that seems like a lot. I'm going to say Chiefs 34-24.
All right. Oh, what about you guys? You guys got any predictions?
Yeah. Let's go first.
Well, it's either you or Dan O'Shea.
I'll go. Honestly, as much as I kind of want to see Mahomes do it, I want to see the Chiefs get it, but...
Nope, you're cut off. I don't want to hear you with that 49ers going to win it bullshit. You're cut off. I'm just kidding. Go on.
I don't need that negativity in my pick choice.
I think Mostert's going to be a pretty big contributor. I think he'll, as far as the running game, I think San Fran's got all the bases covered, run and pass. I'm not sold on Kansas City's run game. I feel it's too chaotic. And
Mozart's been dead for years.
San Fran's...
not the same one.
Oh, okay.
I think San Fran's defense is going to pretty much be the difference maker in the whole thing. So I would say, because it's probably going to, like you say, second half, it ought to light up a little bit. Let's say San Francisco 35, Kansas City 28.
35-28?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dan O'Shea, that leaves you.
Oh man, I've been going back and forth on this since last week, and I still don't even know if this is my final call. But right now, I'm leaning Kansas City, and I think Mahomes is going to be the difference maker. I think they do a very good job of protecting him through their play calling and with their line. So, assuming Bosa isn't able to get to him regularly, I think he's going to be the real difference maker. But I might change my mind before the weekend. I'll let you guys know if I do. And I'll say 20. No, it's going to be a higher score than that. Let's say 31-28.
Chiefs 31-20. Okay. And that basically is our thoughts on the Super Bowl in a nutshell. I did, gentlemen. I did ask each of you to come up with your best bets for the week. What's going to happen? This segment, Dan D'Antoni Bets. I'm going to take our 4 bets and play it at Rivers Casino. And I'm going to hope we win. And again, I said this before, I'll say it again. When I say we win, I mean I win because I'm the one ponying the cash.
Fair enough.
So, who wants to start with their best bet?
Tails! No, I'm just kidding.
I'll start with mine. All right. You guys are probably going to have some real shit. Listen, Demi Lovato just performed at the Grammys and cried. She's going to do the same thing at the fucking national anthem. Over 2 minutes. Lock it in. That shit's going way over 2 minutes. Way over.
Agreed.
All right. So, what's the next best bet of the week?
Well, I like the prop bets of whether there's going to be a wardrobe malfunction at halftime.